Hi, Brent and Jeannie. I'm going to walk you into our laundry room where there is this contraption. This contraption is the heating system for two things. One, hot water, and we do not use it. We do not use it for hot water. It's capable of making hot water, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use it to run the radiant heaters, the radiators that are all through the house. In order to make it work, you hold this button until it turns on. You're going to see some changes here in a minute. There it is. Now, this icon is just saying if something happens up here, it has to do with the water for your faucets. So you don't care about that. This on the bottom now that you see flashing, that's about the radiators. Now the furnace is cooking, the gas is on right now to make hot water. Okay? These buttons up here are for changing the water temperature at your taps. Again, we're not using this to make hot water for the taps, so disregard those. These at the bottom are for changing the temperature in your house in the radiators. And this is indicating right now, look, it just hit 40 degrees centigrade, whatever. Just put that at whatever you want, colder, hotter, okay? And again, this icon is what you want to see flashing. That means you're making heat for your radiators. This is a pressure gauge. And the pressure, the water, it's telling you the water pressure. The water pressure has to be between 1 and 2 to operate properly. Now, the water pressure changes, and every 2 or 3 weeks, this dial goes down below 1. And if it gets below 1, it's not going to work. It might shut itself off and start flashing F37, F37. That means you don't have enough pressure. So if it's flashing at F37, or if the dial just goes below 1, you have to go underneath this system here, and there's a blue handle. See the blue handle? You need to open that blue handle to increase. Right now it's making more, but I don't want to do that right now because it has enough pressure. But anyway, you just open that little handle with your finger. It's very easily done. Okay? And then that will coincide with this gauge going up. Now see, I just opened that handle and it already kicked it up closer to 2. So that just increases the water pressure. And again, once every 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to need that, as long as you're having the heat running all the time. If you're not running the heat very often, it might not change at all. So anyway, that's briefly how to run this system. You press this a long time until it comes on, and to turn it off, you press it for 8 seconds and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Now it's off, okay? And again, if you needed to turn that back on, you press that and hold it long enough until there it is. Now, again, I mentioned the F37 code and the possibility that it could shut the system off. If that F37 code was flashing here, flashing, you would need to open that valve and then press reset. Now watch what's going to happen. This is very important. Like right now, there's no code to hit reset for. But if I hit reset, look, up here in this corner, it makes a little sun. That means now it's, in addition to the flashing down here to make heat, it's doing hot water for your tap, and you don't want that. So I'm going to press it again. See, it took that off. That little sun came on and went off. You want to make sure that sun is not on. And you want to make sure this little thing, see now the furnace is making heat for the house. Okay? And again, now I'm going to just turn it off. So I would hit that reset button if that F37, now let me just show you right here. F37 code means, of course it's in Hebrew, but F37 means you don't have enough pressure for the system. And that would be when you open up that blue valve for a little bit, just to get the pressure up a little bit, and then it just takes a few seconds, and the pressure gauge cranks up to here, and then it's ready for you to hit reset. Make sure the sun is not on. Make sure this little icon is flashing, which means the furnace is now cooking gas to make you hot water. and then you're good to go. And then again, when you want to shut it off, just press and hold this 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,